In April of 2025, for reasons unknown, I fell into an 8-day coma. On the first day, when I was in the ER, I stopped breathing, and so, thanks to the swift intervention of my loving daughter, Alara, I was immediately intubated. This saved my life. I stopped breathing for about 3 minutes. That 3 minutes of oxygen deprivation to my brain caused profound short-term memory deficit, but now, thanks to my wonderful life, my healing painting journey, my friends and loved ones and family, I am recovering from not only that, but rather extreme muscle atrophy. I learned how to walk again. I learned how to move normally, and now I'm rebuilding my strength. And I must say that my painting process, the creativity, is actually healing my brain and my body in real time. I want you to witness this profound recovery over the next year. I'm planning on painting one painting every day, every week for the next year. So this time next year, I will have 50 new paintings. And as evidence of this, I want to show you what I've created since I moved here to Abbeyfield House in Saskatoon, where I have a permanent studio. This is my first commission after I was strong enough to paint, recovering from my 8-day coma. This is a portrait of where I live, in Saskatoon, Abbeyfield House. And I want to show you the two figures that live in this painting, painted expressionistically so they could live happily in their expressionistic surroundings. We'll say Tom and Ed, their real names. This painting will be hung upstairs in Abbeyfield House in a prominent location, and we'll have an unveiling party for friends and neighbors. And it will be a hoot. It'll make a great video. So stay tuned for that. The last painting of 2025 is this painting called Supermoon 2025. I heard about it on the news and I wondered why I couldn't sleep that night. I rolled out of bed and jumped up, grabbed my camera, and went out into the cold winter night to photograph this supermoon. When I looked back at my digital photographs after, I realized that there are things in this photograph that I could not discern with my naked eye, like the concentric halo/rainbows emanating out of the supermoon and the powerful beam of light that are blasting out of both sides, neatly dissecting this canvas, or I should say bisecting this canvas in half on the diagonal. The first painting of 2026 was another version of the supermoon based on a photograph that my sister Cheryl created in Nova Scotia. Again, the concentric halos caught my eye and tickled my fancy, beautiful against the mackerel skies. And in this painting, a green orb makes an appearance. Very interesting. Orbs keep appearing in my work. Somehow I think they could be a portal to a heightened awareness. My next painting in 2026 is this. One has to ask the question, is this figure receiving or giving the light? The latter would be rather wizardy, don't you think? So this painting is called, Is It Better to Give or Receive? And then in brackets, the light. This painting is based on a photograph by my late wife, Sharon Gibson. God bless her and rest her soul. I don't have any recall of this photograph being taken or even the location. I found it when I was ferreting through a big pile of photographs a few months ago, and I thought, this painting is called What Lies Beyond the Prodigious Archways? Let us send an emissary in to find out. He will report back to us. This painting was sold only a couple of days after I finished it. I'm glad I still have it in my studio to enjoy before I deliver it to my client. And finally, a larger canvas called Dancers Galactica. This painting shows dancers juxtaposed around a cluster of deep space galaxies rather than their primordial campfire. A postmodernistic vision of dancers. You might even say based loosely on the Matisse masterpiece by the same name, Dancers. I've painted murals all my career, large murals, up to 1,500 square feet and beyond. So painting a large canvas like this feels very natural and organic to me. And indeed, my preference is to paint large. And I'll be doing much more of this in 2026. For the year 2026, I'll be painting on average of one painting every week. That'll be a total of 50 new paintings by this time next year. I'll be launching an exhibition called Back from the Dead. New paintings by Michael Gadet.